We're live.
We're live. Hey y'all, we are getting on the feed here in a second. Oh, it says we're live. That's cool.
Cool.
Let's see here.
Wow, it's really crusty.
Yeah, it'll take a second to. The feed should be good.
It's like really crusty. How many people do we have on?
2.
2. Well, fucking 2.
7.
7.
Taylor's on a journey. Hello. How's the audio video sound?
Ooh, it's starting to look a little crusty on our side.
10.
It's paused.
I mean, on the camera.
Well, you're not going to be. It's going to be our resolution.
12.
So.
18.
Billy Montgomery. We got another fellow Californian on here. Judy S. Audio is good, video is blurry. The video should clear up. It's getting better. All right. Carl Delosier. How you doing, Carl? It's great meeting you, Carl. I think I met you, Carl. Josh and Mandy.
What's up?
How you guys doing?
Did you get the tractors done?
Is the video getting any better?
Hopefully.
Still a little fuzzy. Okay. It should improve with only 2 kids. Althea! How you doing, Althea? Always love hearing from Althea. We got our friends here. We're going to be talking to our friends. So we'll make sure. Annette Watson from Melbourne, Australia. Well, good day, Annette. Hey, buddy. Is everybody here?
Oh.
Are we missing anybody?
Junior and Miss Butterfly.
Oh, they're sleeping.
They're sleeping.
Junior and Miss Butterfly are sleeping. Let's keep it that way. We're doing great. A Canadian living in a small Portuguese homestead. Isabel Sebastiano Vieira. Good evening. Bobblehead, what's up?
What's up?
Jeff Trigg. All right, we're going to get started. So, we are right on time. So let's get our friends here where they can. Let's get our friends
Yeah, sure.
on camera here. I could even potentially back this up a little bit. I think all I need to do is back it up a little bit.
We'll let him handle
Jonathan said, Longview says hi.
Yeah. Who's that?
Jonathan says Jonathan.
Longview says hi. Hello, Jonathan. All right. Is everybody on there? Why don't you guys take a seat so that let the interrogation begin.
All right. Let's do it. Yeah, let's not play with the microphone.
Don't play with the microphone. Messing up the. I think the audio quality is the only thing we got going on. Let me see what happens when I know it's better.
It's
Getting better. Getting better. Hunter Reams. Hello, Shelly Martin. Anna S. How you doing? Can you squeeze in, Mama? We got enough aspect ratio here. You can
Don't touch anything, okay?
Corey
If you
Wassel.
want to get down, it's fine. Just let me know.
All right, we're gonna get one more chair here. We out of chairs? We got too many people in the kitchen. Too many chefs will pull the video quality's getting a little better. You can thank Verizon Unlimited Bandwidth for our beautiful picture from the iPhone 10. So the video should be spectacular, but there you go. What do you know? Are you shopping for land outside of California? That's a great question, Jeff.
That's a really good question.
That's the $1 million question, Jeff.
Question of the day.
Isn't
Of the whole week.
Is everybody in California? Maybe.
I think that's what the state of Texas is for. So, all right. Well, we're going to get started with our interview. And if anybody has any questions, if you put them in capitals, it makes it easier for me to follow along here. So these are our relatively new friends. Oh, We got some people that escaped Cali 17 years ago and are in Idaho.
Okay.
They want to know Northern or Southern California?
Southern.
Southern California. Rocky Brock! Bobblehead lived in Sacramento for 2 years. But some places in California are great. It's true. Some places there are great. In very small places. Oh, we have a hello from San Diego.
Hello.
Carol O. All right, so you guys started homesteading 4 years ago.
Yeah, it has been 4 years now, yes. Yeah, it's just the Lord put it on our hearts to kind of get out of the crowded, typical suburban developments. And while we were there and the kids were younger, we had planted fruit trees and did a little garden about the size of a dining room table or so. But just started kind of getting our feet wet. And yeah, after those trees were about 3 to 4 years old and really producing well, then the Lord opened some doors for us to be able to buy about 3.5 acres. So we're in inland Southern California. So it's we're thankful. It's fairly easy to grow things. Sometimes we were discussing digging in the soil. Sometimes digging down in that tough soil and all the gophers and whatnot are troublesome. But yeah, so it's been a real work in progress. It's not the most ideal place to homestead when it comes to terms of affordability and price.
Right.
Obviously, we don't farm for profit. We are doing it to grow healthy food, to learn, to teach our kids the benefits of hard work, and also just to have that opportunity to have the space to have them that freedom of creativity to build things, to learning how to maintain things, and just doing simple things as putting in irrigation and taking care of animals, and everything's been such a learning process. And
So are you on grid or off grid?
we are on the grid. We are actually not permitted to have a well.
Okay, so they can't have a well.
Yeah, that's
Are you permitted to be off grid?
Off grid, not off grid completely, because if we didn't have a well, or since we cannot have a well, I presume if we got giant water tanks and had them trucked in, we could technically be off grid. But we could be off grid as far as electricity goes. We do have solar panels, but we still have to be on the grid because we don't have a battery backup.
Right.
So we need it for the nighttime, but it really makes our electricity bill practically almost nothing. Still got to pay them a little bit, but practically nothing.
And you have a big family.
How many kids do you have?
So we have 5 children. My oldest is back here. My next one, my daughter, our only daughter. The rest are boys. Here, and here. So our youngest here is almost 5, pushing 5 years old. So, but he, since we've been out there about 4 years, it's kind of makes us laugh. He doesn't know anything different. To him, it's all about tractors and wheelbarrows and digging holes and taking care of animals and getting dirty and swinging from trees. So
why do all that? Why bother? Why did you make the change? What was the driving factors that made you, or what are your guys' backgrounds? What kind of background?
All right. Well, I grew up in a very suburban, urban, crowded city in Orange County, not too far from Disneyland. And when I was young, back then, we'd go out to my aunt and uncle's and cousin's place in Riverside, and they had 2.5, 3 acres out there. And we'd go out there for the holidays and things like that. And I just remember just being young thinking, man, these guys, they get to ride their bikes wherever they want and build jumps, and they got these giant orange trees, and this is just like, it's full of adventure for a child. And I remember kind of even back then, just kind of having just getting that appetite, that craving to have a little bit of space, just to kind of have that freedom to be able to be creative with the land, depending on what you wanted to do, whether it was plants and gardens or animals. I'm sorry. So my wife's background was also very between LA and Orange County, and this has been a complete learning process for all of us, from just learning simple things of baking bread to making soap to how we've since we've moved, we've probably planted over 120 fruit trees and bushes and planted gardens, and we have.
Well, why do all that? Why not just go to the store?
Well, for one, where it's coming from. That it's so much healthier for you. But not only that, just being prepared. I was getting in that mindset of being self-reliant before we moved, and I started stockpiling some things and just thinking, how can I be ready here living in a suburban environment if the power goes out, if I don't have any water? We have earthquakes quite often. Very often they're small ones, but you never know when that next big one's going to be. So many people get so complacent because we don't have very many natural disasters in Southern California. On the news, you see the wildfires and everything, and where they are, it can be bad, but it's not like it's widespread over this giant area. And people don't prepare like people in other parts of the country do for blizzards and being snowed in for weeks at a time, or hurricanes or things like that. And when the grid goes down, if you don't have those things, the trucks aren't coming to the grocery stores and the trains aren't rolling down the tracks bringing the goods to all the different big box stores. So we just really wanted to be more self-reliant, be prepared, and just have that ability to, hey, let's go back, almost kind of go back in time 80 years and think, okay, what did people have to do to take care of themselves when they were maybe on their own, or the delivery truck was a week or two late? And so just learning how to basically, grow some food and raise some animals. We've processed animals for meat.
What animals do you have now?
Right now we have goats, we have chickens, there's a rooster in there as well. We have some dogs that help protect the property. We have cats that eat the rodents. We do have a couple horses as well, so we can use their manure. That's profitable. Other than that, they're just for fun. Everyone knows that. Am I missing anything, guys? No? Did I go? Oh, and then we used to have pigs. Right. Since where we live, we don't have a lot of we don't have a large or a long growing season of natural vegetation, so any type of grazing animal can get expensive to feed. But we started off, we got a boar and 2 sows, and these were what type of pigs were they again? Potbellies, sorry. I wanted to say pygmies. I was thinking of the goats. They were potbellies. So the bigger ones would get up to be about
Asian heritage breed.
Right.
Asian heritage.
Yeah. The mini ones that are like 200 pounds. Right? Yeah. But so we started off with a boar and 2 sows, thinking, oh, hey, this will be fun. We'll let them breed and we'll sell them, and it'll be a fun experience for the kids. And then they got pregnant really quickly, and before you knew it, one had a litter of 12, the other one had a litter of 10, and all of a sudden we're just going, wow,
yeah,
that's a lot of pigs. So we were able to sell some, but then we had to realize that people all over America and around the world for hundreds of years have kept these as, and grown them for food. And so there came a time where we had to do our first butchering. And I got on YouTube and I learned how to do it. I watched a bunch of different videos and figured out a method that was going to work best for me. And there's many ways to skin a cat or a pig.
So what crops are y'all growing?
Okay, right now we have quite a wide variety of fruit trees. You guys can shout some out if you can think of some, but we have several different varieties of apples. Plums. We have pears, plums, peaches, apricots, lots of different guavas, oranges, loquats, figs, a few avocados. We have persimmons, pomegranates, limes, limes, lemons,
those little cherries.
Almonds.
Yeah.
Almonds. And then, we have cherries. We have probably around 20 to 30 blueberry bushes, different varieties. Blackberries, raspberries, boysenberries, and mulberry. And we just planted a couple of mulberry trees.
And grapes.
And then grapes, and then probably about 7 or 8 grapevines.
So do your kids help around the homestead?
They do. They help a tremendous amount. Yeah. They do. Most of the time, it's the chores for feeding and cleaning up after the animals is mostly on them. So they do it in the morning and in the evening, and we save all of our food scraps.
Mm-hmm.
We'll give to the chickens. Used to share in between the chickens and the pigs, but the pigs are no more. The pigs have either gone to freezer camp or they've been sold. Maybe we'll get to a.
What was the hardest part of switching to a homesteading lifestyle? What was the easiest part?
It's a very good question.
Dogs.
The easiest part, I'll say first because it's the shortest answer. Because there's really nothing super easy about it other than just really enjoying the piece of the privacy, and there's just something really fulfilling about being out in the garden and picking things that you've grown, or even the mundane tasks of pulling weeds. But there's all those just fun things that these discoveries that we see in our children.
Rocky Brook says freedom.
Really fun. Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
You just have the space for them to be creative and build tree houses and forts and to problem solve together as a family, and to figure out how to make things work and get it done, how to fix things, we have quite a bit of terrain where we live, so there's some steep hillsides, and trying to figure out, okay, how are we going to move this up that hill and that hill, because we can't there's things areas that are so steep that the lawn tractor won't go up or down, and it'll just dig in, and it's the hard part has been everything else. It's really been a lot of work. When we moved into our property, the wild, thick, hardened brush was really, it was really thick, really tall. We had all sorts of rodents around the property. We had rodents in the attic. The day we got the keys, we had a rainstorm, which is rare for Southern California. We had water coming in 2 spots in the house, and it was just like from the start, we had our backs up against the wall. But with their help and just having to have a lot of patience and just taking little small bites and just having a vision and just saying, look, if we just do a little bit, let's maybe plan something we'll shoot for getting done this month, and just kind of concentrate on that. And then the next month say, hey, let's try to do this. And then just a little bit. And sometimes you need to have your goals set out for a complete year. And just try not to get overwhelmed, because trying to start a little homestead when you want all of these things instantly, you're gonna just make yourself spin out and burn out. You got to just take one little project at a time, and it's an experiment as you go. And some things are gonna work in a certain location, like in Texas versus California. And I was just telling Texas Dad how we were out there planting a few fruit trees, and we're just putting the shovel right in the dirt, and it's like I was barely breaking a sweat and going, wow, if my soil was this soft, I've had like 1,000 trees. We had a whole in that area. We have a whole different type of challenge with our soil being very hard in spots and
Gophers.
And gophers and right. So but other things may be easier. But yeah, that's that question. You could just start talking about so many.
So which kids do which chores?
Well,
They do.
let's see. Okay, yeah. Well, they kind of split it up. Like, he normally kind of is the rover. He kind of likes to help out with everything. And then my oldest and the cats, or the cats and the dogs, need to be fed and picked up after. But we all work together, and they all just kind of communicate.
There we go.
All right. They just communicate, make sure it all gets done and everything gets fed, and we try to do a good job of using all our food scraps. Even when we have to pick weeds or weed whack, or we do have a grass area like a front lawn. We mow the lawn, and we're using that to mulch the ground, or we'll just take that bag of lawn clippings and toss them to the chickens, and they go crazy for those too. So. They're all very good helpers. How are those California oranges?
We had some awesome Cali oranges and avocado. What was it? Avocados? Or? Yeah, it was good avocado. Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you guys homeschool?
Yeah.
We do.
We have kindred spirits, and somehow in Texas, somehow in California.
Somebody said that their family reminds them of the Texas family.
That's me, Bubba?
Yeah, it's been fun.
Been a good old one?
They've our family has gotten such good encouragement, and it's been fun for us and for our kids.
We wants to know, when are you moving to Texas?
My arm's been twisted pretty much all week. Yeah.
I've been using my greatest sales techniques here.
I've been bending their ears and asking every question possible, just from that, trying to make that leap of leaving a pretty stable job to having a family of 7 to care for is quite. It makes me kind of nervous, and so anyways, I've been asking them all sorts of questions, and it's definitely would be a leap of faith, but it would. I know there'd be a lot of blessings on the other side. So we'll see. We will see. It's I don't know yet.
Bobblehead says his property taxes for 3 acres was $180 this year. Arkansas ain't bad either. You're just over the border there, Jeff.
Yeah. The whole real estate thing and property taxes and sales taxes and gas taxes, and it's you add all that stuff up together, and we're really paying through the nose in taxes. That's what.
Oh, the Irish Homestead family. How y'all doing? Billy Montgomery. Okay, now we have several Californians on here. Let's see here. I know Diane Brodeen is from Riverside. We have Toasted Rabbit. What's up? What's up, Toasted Rabbit? Let's see. We have Noah's Ark. 1962. Hello.
Do the kids shoot or hunt?
Do the kids shoot or hunt?
Well, we will occasionally for fun. Hunting is
They're not allowed to shoot in California. They're allowed, I think, slingshots, right? You're allowed
Yeah,
slingshots.
you can throw rocks, maybe.
Spitballs. Hey, Evie.
Yeah, no, where we live, we can, we do, we can't just shoot anywhere, anytime. We do still have to be somewhat cognizant of our neighbors, but we will. I'll supervise them, and still very small caliber rifle, but. They shoot bows. We were shooting bows before we moved to the homestead, actually.
Okay,
So they were learning to do that.
Awesome.
And we had the when we first moved in, we were, like I said, it was so overgrown, and we were just infested with squirrels and rabbits and rats and mice, and that one of my younger ones over here said, or I told him that if he gets a rabbit, then we can skin it and try it out. But he forgot to listen to me when I said, "Do what's that? Do it when I'm at home." But anyways, we were able to take care of it when I got back from work. So it was good. It was all good. They were just infesting everything.
Christy Beth says she hears shooting, but it's people shooting at people.
Where's that?
Where's that at, Christy? Are you in SoCal? Are you in like LA or something? Let's see here. The fruit trees are looking awesome. How is the veggie garden? How's the veggie garden doing, boys?
Good.
Doing good. Yeah.
Good. Tomatoes. What else did we get planted? We got tomatoes.
Potatoes. We have some beets.
Beets?
Mhm.
Oh, Birmingham, Alabama, huh? Wow. The mean streets of Birmingham. Wow, that's rough. Callie daughter, is it tough growing up with all boys?
No, it isn't.
Nah, it's easy.
She's a tough one. She's a tough one. She gets out there and bosses those horses around and gets right in there and gets her hands dirty, like when the goats were being born, and she's not afraid.
All right, let's see. California used to be a place everyone was heading. Now it seems everyone's trying to get out. It's true, Mark.
True.
See Hunter Reams. Let's see.
So somebody wanted to know how your staycation was.
My staycation was fabulous. It was very busy, but we got to hang out with our friends, so it was super awesome. And
We got the rest of the weekend.
Yep, we got the rest of the weekend there. I'm off till Monday, and our friends are staying till sometime tomorrow.
So we're gonna go do some fishing.
So when we get off the live, we're gonna go over to
Yeah.
the other property. I know she's gonna need lots of help. I'm taking off work when Texas mom has the baby. California. Okay, here's some sage advice. California family. Sell your place and buy a ranch in Texas. That is great. That is great.
You know what? I haven't heard that all week. That's the first time I heard it.
I know she's saying Sal.
Sal.
And then Shelly Martin said they have soft dirt in Texas. Get out of California.
That's true.
I was
That's another
pleasantly
great
surprised.
point. That is another great point.
And you have quite a bit of rain, at least on the east side.
Soft dirt. Sharon Schilling, Sharon Schilling said, sounds like you need to move to Texas. Easier here. Bring my cousins from Schaefer with you. We have lots of freedom here, and the ground's a lot softer than These people in the know, man.
Wow. Yeah.
Yep.
They're putting the pressure on.
Yeah.
They don't have crazy laws in Texas. Oh, Wheat Tree is just.
Rick J! Where's Rick J been? All right, let's see here. Mark Edwards says, hey, Goob.
What's up?
Do they have basements in Texas? Not.
No.
If you got money, you can get a basement in Texas. Basements in Texas are big bucks. And we don't have soil like SoCal, but it's still rocky. Rocky to the point where they don't like basements for some reason.
It's not really rocky. It's just, I guess, hard
Well, it's
clay.
iron ore. Yeah, there's the iron ore. I guess that's why. Richie!
What's up?
They have both. You guys are granite, right? Is that what you have?
Yeah, we have a lot of decomposed granite, so it just kind of depends on areas where it's really compacted, or sometimes you'll hit a granite boulder.
Nice.
Yeah, there's been places where people go to build a house on a hillside and they start to grade it, and what they thought was a small boulder or rock was something gigantic. It was like the tip of the iceberg. And they'll blast. They'll use dynamite to blast them.
Okay, let's see. Becky Rookie from Northeast Kansas. Hello. Weetree want to know if we checked out the basement at the Alamo yet. No, we have not been to the Alamo yet.
No,
Our
not yet.
friends went.
Yeah,
Yeah.
friends went. The
We went.
Indiana.
We went there last year.
Oh, you did? 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah. You went to the Alamo.
Yeah.
Wow, you've been to
Wow.
the Alamo and we haven't. All
Showing
right.
us up.
Let's see. Rocky Brook says they have Ozark potatoes. Not sure what that is, but if I was in the Ozarks, I'd probably know.
Rocks.
Probably rocks, yeah. Becky Rookie has 2 girls in San Antonio. All right. Texas roots. Rocks, yeah. Time to sow. Hello from Louisiana. Evie says, you know this is the year for the 150-year earthquake in California, right?
It is, yeah. We are due.
Everybody's
We are
aware.
due. It's like every 20 years, right? And I think the last one I remember was like 80, 88 or 89, and that thing was rocking. I thought my mom's van was going to jump out of the garage, and the thing was just going crazy. So yeah, we're almost due for another big one to make the freeways come crashing down and all that.
Wow, Sharon Schilling has bass in her backyard. She says we can come fishing. Well, we'll take you up on that. Let's see here. There's no basement at the Alamo. Some folks broke in trying to find gold hidden in.
Rocky Brooks said, all playing aside, are you actually considering moving to Texas?
It's a great question, Rocky.
Wow.
We're gonna pause and give them time to answer that. Moment of silence, please.
You have 1 minute to make your
You have 1 minute to answer the question.
Are we truly considering it? Yes. We're truly considering it.
Thank you, Rocky Brook. The check's in the mail. No.
The details have yet to be worked out.
Good to see you too, Rick J. Long time, no time. All right, so let's see here. All right, so what else? What have you boys been up to? What have the Texas boys been up
Lots of
What is
playing.
there?
Lots of playing.
to? Lots of playing.
Yeah.
You know, the Texas boys are usually doing lots of working, but they've been doing lots of playing.
Yeah.
They had a good week off. No school this week, right?
Yep.
Yeah, they totally stopped learning this week. Very weird.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Yep.
Christine Taylor is from the Central Valley. So I assume that's California?
Yes. Probably be around Fresno, Bakersfield
Ah,
area.
okay. Do you also have a big van? Why they also have
We do. It is almost identical, but it's a different color. We do. It's just the way to go. I mean, there's nothing fancy about it. The front seats are totally uncomfortable.
Just like
And
ours.
you know what? As long as the air conditioning works, and the heater works,
That's right.
and there's places for people to sit in seat belts, we're good to go. That's all we need. It's like a giant shoebox on wheels. It's perfect.
Rocky Brook said, "See, you're meant for Texas."
So the kids have been zip lining today, playing Monopoly.
Yeah.
Monopoly.
Uh-huh.
We collected airplanes. We got
Yeah,
worms.
got
ready
worms for fishing.
Yep.
You guys
Yep,
went out
going.
to milk the cow.
Yep.
Gonna go fishing. We have the feelers out. We have our local realtor who helped us find our property. We put the feelers out today.
Yep.
Let's see. Ben Fran from Northeast Pennsylvania. Well, it's good to have you, Ben Fran.
Wheat tree. How many acres are you looking for? I guess she's gonna start looking.
Hey,
for
Wheat tree's gonna look for you.
All
How
right.
many acres?
All right. Well, I'd say probably no less than 5.
No, starting at 5, preferably 10, with a house.
With the house.
With a house.
All right. Things are forming into a group community of Christians in Texas. See, I told you, Texas mom and dad. You're right, Evie. If you build it, they will come. There is lots of land nearby. It is Texas.
So we had that in common. I didn't know the rodent problem because when we moved here,
Oh my word.
we had mice
Out of the wazoo.
everywhere.
In the front room, you could see down to the dirt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Get burrows in the dirt.
They would like
No.
in every corner of the
No, in the
house,
front
in the room.
You could see right
They
through
would
the
just
front room.
pop up and then run across the room.
Yeah, this house used to be an old farmhouse. So the old farmhouse flooring was in the front room, so you could see through
There was
the
no
flooring.
insulation.
There was no
on the
insulation,
bottom
so
of
you
the
could see
house.
through the flooring.
Yeah.
Big old cracks and holes in there.
Yeah.
You see that, see the dirt. So they just
thankfully, they left us like tons and tons. Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see.
Yep.
My
So
parents
we both-
are looking to move to Northeast Texas. Evie says with that size of, I'm sorry, Wheatree said with that size of family, you need 20 and up acres. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah. All depends on the price.
Yeah, right.
Price of the setup. But what is nice about most of the land out here, well, obviously some of it may be wooded, but it just doesn't have that really, there's no super steep terrain, at least where we've seen. We're out by us.
I mean, oh yeah, it'll let me raise my-
What minute was that
It was like the 35 minute.
there we go.
There we go. All right, we're back.
We're gonna
Started
ride
to-
it out, yeah.
We're gonna see what Verizon does here with our bandwidth. See if it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it must be that time of cell service. That's exactly right. Hey, Four Hearts Ranch. Would dwarf fruit tree? There you go. That's weird. Let's see if we're back. Let's see. All right. I think we're back. We're gonna see what happens.
Customers.
Okay, we're gonna see what happens because let's see. Jump on here. All right, we're jumping on here. Let's see if it will.
Okay.
All right,
So-
y'all. So we're jumping on to say goodbye, I guess, because I don't know what's happening with our Verizon. Verizon's the best here in America. The Verizon got you, yeah. But all right, y'all. Yeah. So we're gonna head over to the other property and do some camping, cooking, fishing, and all that good stuff. But we
Yeah.
just appreciate everybody hanging out, and you got to meet some of our friends. So, and now it's probably gonna stay on. It's always messing with me. It knows of my aversion to technology. Rico, did you get my email? Thanks for coming on Time to Sow. Thank you, Wee Tree, for always moderating. We appreciate it. Noah Czar, Carolina Girls, Mark Edwards, Rick J, Jonathan. That's a new, I think you're new to the live feed. And let's see. EB, Christine Taylor, Rocky Brook.